Yeah, so we're going to take a look at some gameplay. It's been a while. Speaking of that song from Edge, don't let YouTube know, because that 2 seconds, heaven forbid, is enough to get you canceled. There's really no patch notes. If I just take a quick look here, they confirmed that there was a new item in MyFaction, some kind of like neon pack with Randy Orton. Essentially, nothing anyone gives a shit about, plain and simple. So the purpose of these videos is, like I've always said before, it's kind of like a let's play. It's showcasing the game. It's like, you know, like a gamer vlog. You know, like I said, some people go out and they record themselves shopping at the goddamn dollar store, right? So that's just what this is. This is one of my favorite games, one of my favorite things to do in life. Wrestling, like just literally all things wrestling. Just to kind of recap, I feel like it's been so long since I've made a 2K23 video that I have to kind of remind people, or in case it's the first time you're tuning in, run while you can, while it's safe. So we're probably going to get the same glitch, and that's what we're going to test out here. So one-on-one false count anywhere. We're going to leave that as is. We're going to look. We have no rivalries. False count anywhere. Let's see if the pin sliders work. For this one, I'm actually going to be Triple H. We're going to kick the crap out of the Macho Man. That was cringy, but it's okay. Wasn't supposed to entertain me. It's Kratos from God of War. So we're going to take a look at a couple of things, hit detections, because like I've said in the past too before, sometimes people get confused. They're like, what do you mean we're looking for this? There's none of that going on. And I'll be like, yeah, no, you'd be pretty surprised what's going on. Like, for example, how hard it is to do a reversal because that window thing never comes up. I also don't remember Triple H with that beard having that version. I don't like that look, to be honest with you, as you're looking at me. I don't like the bald look and then but like a big beard. To me, it's kind of always looked a little bit odd for me personally. So I wanted the Triple H that looked like in that, I was going to say icon, like his profile picture. So what I looked for here, again, is still ref logic, hit detections. See how that reversal window, even though I have it so that it's the longest that you could have for a reversal, it's just like not there. I also have the post kick out damage recovery, or whatever it's called, set up so that the game is even harder. I have been losing more. Uh-oh. You're not Babe Ruth? I gotta try to diversify my moves, otherwise I'm just gonna look like John Cena. You see what I did there? This is one of those games that, within reason... Come on, you little bastard. That even if I don't play it for a while, I could still play. Whereas like AEW, and I'm just being on... Stupid mic. I'm just being honest. Oh, it's that old age. And it got reversed. I can never get those. I never hit it on time. I forget what I was saying now. Oh, like AEW, I can't even play that game. Just because, like, the button combination, I've completely forgotten about them. Where's the ref? I'm not complaining. I can't see him, and I'm glad that I can't. Oh, shit. You know, I really do miss Byron Saxton on commentary. Take that. Now I'm going to try and score a pin. Where's the pin? There was no pin slider. Am I losing it? I mean, the gameplay is pretty decent. Not that I ever thought it was like absolutely atrocious. I just mean like, maybe it's because it was only at one. I don't know. Is there no pinfalls? Is this a pinfalls count? No. Bitch slap. Shit, I did it again. No, 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 don't pick me up. My back at my old age. I pay attention to everything, like I said, how the refs move. Do the superstars do like all these kind of like weird moves and stuff like that? Like I pay attention to all of that, and I do know that in recent history they did oh, you gotta be kidding me. Seriously? Seriously? Shit, I just missed the opportunity to reverse that one. I am so tired, I just realized something. Oh, that was like on my shoulder. The slider's only going to show when I get pinned, not when he gets pinned. So the pin sliders don't work. You still have to edit your match. Oh, shit. That's it? We're going to get him with a clothesline? Yeah, no, probably not. But for some reason, I feel like my momentum bar, or whatever it's called, has really been slowed down. Oh, no, no, no. Miss again. Let that old age kick in. Oh, shit. That's it. Of a bitch. Yeah, so just overall, like if you don't have this game and it's on sale, especially, this to me, and you're like a wrestling fan, I mean, you just see the game play for your for yourself. Pretty good. No, but like, there's always going to be those like awkward moments a little bit where you go to run, and if you're not like lined up right with them, maybe someday I'll get it. Looking to tee off with that kendo stick. Best to get out of his way. I find with weapon reversals, it's a little bit easier than move reversals. So that's another thing that's never been fixed. Pin sliders never been fixed. However, the biggest thing that they did fix... Oh, come on, I did it! Too slow, apparently. It is the ref. The ref used to drive me nuts. Like, he would constantly, like, just move all over the place, or they would always be in the way. And now they're just kind of, like, calm, chilling. Even the crowd. Look at how nice the crowd looks like compared to the other games. Still wish there was camera angles that you could change. Okay, good. That wasn't the macho elbow. It was just a 5-star frog splash. Is it a 5-star? I don't know. Yeah. How do you like that? One step ahead with the suplex. All right, let's try another move here. Bodies have been decimated, fortitude has been tested, and like that. Are showing their approval of these yeah, let's do this. Again, I say this a lot, but it's my line. You ever see somebody do a half squat hunched over, you know that they're a 2K fan and they're trying to set up for the finisher. All right, that's right. Oh, okay, ref, you're in the way. So I might just do the one match. So things have been really wild for me in a good way. I've been like so busy like working out, still working on my other channels. I've been playing a lot of Ark Survival Ascended. We all know, if we know anything about that game, just how time-consuming that is. So I've been doing a lot of that. I haven't been playing this much. I do have a lot of games on my PlayStation. I own a lot, like a lot of people do, I'm sure. However, what I tend to do is delete the ones that I'm just not going to play so I can stick to the ones I really, really, really like. Yeah, we're going to have to get rid of this version of Triple H and get the one Get the one with without the beard, maybe with the long hair at least or something. No. Really? Well, I used my resiliency. Yeah, when I have 2 bars moving, like I said, that's too much. But as you could tell, this is kind of dragging out the match a little bit. But I do have it sped up in the sense that it's a lot more difficult. So if I'm not doing good in terms of like reversals and whatnot, then what's going to end up happening is it's not going to be good. The match will end up being too long. Otherwise, I have it so that if he takes just a couple of finishers, after a few finishers, that's like it. But I may have to change it even more. But I don't want to make them too tough either, because then that drags out the match too. So that's kind of like where I'm still balancing things. Like right now, it's anybody's game.
And that's classic Macho Man right there. Come get your cup
Come on.
in the big time.
Yeah, see, there was no way I could have reversed that because, well, the prompt never showed up. And he still has another finisher. I'm about to get another finisher.
And the madness cannot be stopped. Ooh, followed up with an elbow.
But yeah, see, like just, well, no, that wasn't so bad.
Pile driver on its way. Sit out, pile driver. Climbing up top, he's got big plans. Bam.
That's it. There, knocked off the top rope. I know that kind of looks weird, but when you're just so out of it, you're super tired. It just kind of shows you. You know what I mean? You don't necessarily need to make a finishing move. You're just so done. That's normal because I wasn't like in range, technically speaking.
Nicely done, snap suplex, so quick.
Thumbnail.
Looking to end this match.
And I ruined it. Did I? I think so. Yeah, whatever. Yeah, so it was fun to play this. Like I said, you could see how long the match was. My monitor's like fucking 50 feet away. Yeah, that was a 13-minute match. Or maybe not 13. Yeah, about 12-minute match. And that, to me, is just like way, way too long. But if we go out... Mind you, my sliders weren't working. So I don't know if it's just the pin sliders or none of the other sliders work, to be honest with you. Not too sure how that works. So you still have to do the thing where you edit your match and then you're able to get the sliders working. So I'm just going to back out. Just going to show you really quick what I was working with here. And if we go to... I almost forget how to do this. Gameplay, legend, right? Simulation. Blood on. Presentation, fatigue is on. Camera cuts off, shakes off, panning on. The balancing. Okay. This is not like, you know what I mean? Like anything that you pay attention to here. But like I said, all these sliders, I don't know if those take effect and it's just the pin sliders that don't work. Like it's hard to say if the AI grab breaker rate, is it at 30? Is it at 50? You know what I mean? Really hard to say. But I'm just referee downtime high basic. See, basic reversal window. I've got that thing jacked all the way up to have a big window, and yet doesn't seem like it's doing much. Weapon reversal, 50%. Stamina cost. Stamina recovery. Stunned recovery rate, not that low. Or not that high. Rollout duration, stun gain, stun duration, vitality regen. Cool. See, regen I have, so I have no vitality regen to make it harder. They hit harder, twice as hard. I wish you could crank that up to like 200%, 300% if you want. So that's that. Targeting. Okay, advanced. Recent finisher influence, I do 50, 75, 100. Signature, it's right here. Come on. Post kick out damage recovery for the player. I'm not gonna lie, because I'm fucking tired and it's been a while since I've played. I forget if putting it to 100 makes it more difficult. I think it does. I definitely wouldn't have made it easier. 70. And then the post kick out damage recovery for the AI is also at 70. I think if you have it at 0, see, don't quote me on this because I already made a video on this now. I'm just sharing with you where I'm at. That is going to play a big factor because that's going to make it so that regardless of how much damage you've taken, like if the post kick out damage recovery, I think AI, say it was at 50 and he was just like really tired and I punched him off the top rope and pinned him, that likely wouldn't have happened. You'll be, I think at like 0, even if they're like completely red, they're just going to completely keep kicking out. You're constantly going to keep getting kickouts all the time. So this has the biggest significant change overall. So I may end up cranking this up, to be honest, maybe to 80. I don't know. I don't know if I want to do that for myself too. I feel like I've already made it difficult enough as it is for myself. So that's probably like a good setting to leave it on. At least for me, like I said. Legend, double damage, all that kind of stuff. Having them have the post kick out. So I could have it easier. Sorry, I think if I crank this up for me, it ends up being harder for me to kick out. But if I crank it up for them, I seriously can't think right now. That's literally how freaking tired I am. Give me a second. I'm actually gonna look it up. All right, we're hanging out. So I just reread my own thread. So I was correct. If we put it up to 100, it's like the higher the post kick out is, just literally that, the higher it is for you to kick out. Minimal damage will have it so that you get pinned, period. So for me, I definitely don't want to drop it because it'll make it easier for me. If I crank it up to, you know what I'm tempted to do? Post kick out AI, so it'll be easier for them. You'd be surprised what 5 can do. Post kick out damage, 75. Post kick out damage recovery for the player. And for me, the AI. I tried at 80 and it was too crazy. You like bitch slapped them and you end up winning. No, that's not true. It's not that drastic. I'm going to do this. Skip. See, that's the Triple H I was hoping it was going to be. With that minimalistic beard. But clearly, it's not like that. Baron Corbin and Austin Theory. Okay, so here's what we need to do. Falls count anywhere, but it's a championship match. Is there a rivalry? There is. We need to remove the rivalry, or it's just going to make it a normal match. And the pin sliders aren't going to work. So we do that. We finalize that. We've removed the rivalries. Okay, now we're going to go and edit the match. Customize the match. We're going to make it a one-on-one. We're always going to do We're always going to do false count anywhere just because to me that's the most fun. And then here we're going to make it a title match. Championship. It's a championship. Who's the champion? It's Baron Corbin. You select him. And now that you've done that, it kind of sucks, sure, but now your pin sliders are going to work. The match type's going to work. The championship, like just everything's going to work. And I am going to be Baron Corbin because I identify as Baron Corbin.
There is a certain excitement that a United States Championship match has.
Oh, Jesus.
I know what you mean, Byron, whether defending or
so it's going to be even harder for me now. Would you get off my head? It's going to be even more difficult for me to kick out. But on the flip side, I've equally made it harder for him to kick out. Because a 13-minute match at 70 post kick out, I'm just saying, if I could pat myself on the back, that's actually pretty decent.
Shot after shot. Ruthless.
I have a shirt like that, by the way. Come on, bitch. I gotta make sure I don't swear too much, or, you know, the 50 cents, if 25 cents that I can make off the video, I'll lose it. He doesn't even do that suplex. Come on now. That's a load of bollocks.
Ooh, what a nasty kick. Just disrespectful. And he goes
But yeah, Baron Corbin's definitely... Oh, I got him. That's like a clothesline from hell almost. I really missed that dynamic that we had with JBL, to be honest with you, and Baron Corbin, and then it just kind of sizzled. And I don't know why, but mentally there's a part of me that kind of puts Baron Corbin and like Damian Priest in the same bracket. And that's a compliment, by the way. It's a huge compliment. And I feel like Baron Corbin's getting the short end of the stick. Like he's still, you know, it's like Omos, where the hell is he? Like it's just so confusing sometimes to find out what's going on in their minds. Hurry up, ref. Again, it's going to be easier for me to pin him because it also affects the slider, the size of the slider, not the speed of the slider, from how I wrote my article. We're going to see if we can speed this up. I wish there was a way to have it so that you can build up signature moves quicker too, but I don't think there's a momentum builder slider thing.
So rather crude facial reconstruction. That's not very nice. Face gouge. Oh, God. That showed a complete lack of respect for your competition and for our sport.
Oh, I just got the Uso kick. The sweet Uso kick. That's what I'm calling it. Oh, possum attack. Nope. No attack. Well, that was a waste. Oh, there. I won't need to see the Cairo. Boom, bitch. I feel like the momentum, I'm not saying it's because of the sliders there, but for some reason I feel like it's building up quicker. Oh, there we go. That's it. You don't need to wear a rubber now for contraception. Or for whatever. I can't even think. Now, it could also be because of who I was. I don't know. I kind of feel like sometimes it has to. I don't know.
WWE United States Champion, Happy Corbin.
What I am going to tell you is this, though. For the post kick out, if you go from, like, let's say 70 to 80, that's a much bigger jump than you think. Don't look at it as like the difference between $70 or $80 in your pocket, which is really not that big of a difference, right? It's the difference between like $10 and like $70. So, like, it really makes a difference, those points. But I'm going to be playing around with that. I might even have to redo like Triple H and then me fighting Macho Man with that 75. And it could also be because the sliders weren't working. But if I redo it, the sliders are working, and I find that I'm easily able to put away Macho Man, then that means that those sliders are really working, if that makes any sense. But just overall, the game, for me, it was handling fine. The ref didn't seem all weird. I didn't see... you know, the AI superstar kind of going out, doing all these like weird moves, because sometimes they tweak those things behind the scenes, improve AI logic or whatever, or ref logic, but they won't tell you that they actually did it. And that's because half the time they don't even tell you what was in the update, which is why this time I didn't even bother making a whole video on. So they added an item to the faction shop. Okay, see ya. This was more like I felt like this was better to just get into some raw gameplay so that you can visually see it for yourself now that it's been updated for several months. If it goes on sale for like 20, 30 bucks, oh my God, even at full price, honestly, I would honestly recommend it. If you're a huge wrestling fan, I mean like you're a big fan, I'm telling you to go for it, really. On day one, the first couple of times, I would have been like, you know what? Probably not, because there was a lot more issues in the beginning. There's still issues, but there's some easy workarounds, and it does make the game incredibly playable, and you can easily tailor it to make it as hard or as easy as you want. And that's what I really appreciate about this version of the game over 2K22. And what's kind of creepy to think about is that we're like the middle of December. We could be out with a 2K24 game in like March. You know what I mean? We could start off spring with a new game. And I'm only saying that because I think 2K23 released. You know what? I don't remember. So you know what I'm gonna do? I'm just gonna do it. I'm just gonna look at my phone and I am going to test it. WWE 2K23 release date. Because that'll give you a good no, I don't want to. Yeah, March 14th, 2023. So for me, it's not crazy to think that like maybe not February, but like March, like we're definitely in the tail end of the lifespan of this game. And if they haven't fixed, like I said, the pin sliders and all those things, you can almost be guaranteed that whatever bugs and glitches have been persisting from day one, now that we're like 9 months into the game, it's probably going to stay there. It's probably going to stay this way. I can't see in like the next couple of months something monumentally different being altered to the gameplay. And by that point, that won't really matter because you'll probably want to pick up 2K24 anyways, right? So that's kind of like my take on that, is that I still think that this is a better game than 2K22. I don't know if it's better than 2K19. It's kind of hard to say. I want to go back to that because that's the last Ukes THQ game, right? I might make some gameplay video on that still because that's still like the last of its kind. And 2K13 with The Rock, the last of the PS3 generation, was it? That was also a really good, somewhat recent-ish game. People talk about the SmackDown versus Raw. Bitch, that was 3 decades ago. Not really, but you know what I mean? Nobody cares about MyFaction. Just nobody. It should be in offline mode. All right, that's enough rambling. That's testing out 1.22. It really did feel, with the logic of the AI in the last couple of updates, I really felt like things were different, were more natural. And I really appreciate that, like big time. Like I said, this is a fairly good game. Don't listen to the haters that say it's 100% crap, because that statement's 100% crap. All right. Take care. Thumbs up. You know the drill. Exactly. I don't even need to remind you. Take care. Let me know down below what you think might come to 2K24. Have you heard some rumors? Just whatever. Are you a fan of the game, but you don't watch the actual wrestling show? Do you like AEW, New Japan Pro, and all that stuff? Let me know, because I do enjoy all the promotions. It's wrestling, man. You know what I mean? I love steak, but I like having a little pork here and there. You know what I mean? Take care, and maybe I'll see some of you in the next one. Bye for now.